Action.
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm good. No, I'm good. Yeah. No. I'm all right. Yes. Hey, bro. How you really doing? No. You can stop acting now. Now I'm asking you for real. How are you? Are you all right? You know, sometimes as men, we tend to pretend a lot. We tend to want to save face by acting bold and acting strong. Why? Premier Cool is asking you to make a move with the hashtag Movember Challenge and ask someone, a guy in your life, your brother, your uncle, your friend, your son, your father, how they're really doing. You know, reach out to a guy in your life and find out, are they all right? And you'll be shocked the answers you get. Now, this is a way Premier Cool is supporting men's mental health and aiding to alleviate the stress of just being a man. Trust me, it's stressful. I know, okay? So guys, go to the comment section and tell me how you're really doing. And ladies, tag a guy in your life and tell them that you're rooting for them, that you're supporting them, and you wish them all the best. Okay? Let's do it.
So we have these videos that go out every now and then. I think on an increasing basis now, supposedly meant to admonish men in society, particularly men who are in marriage and have responsibilities as parents, you know, with their wives. And it's supposed to be like, okay, bros, don't overstretch yourself. If you're going through anything, if things are tough, try and find someone to talk to, open up to people. Don't put it all in. Don't say you are a man. Don't do more than you can. Don't try to do more than you can cope with, so you don't break down, or probably worse, just have a stroke and die and things like that. Very valid bits of advice, I would say. However, this is the challenge I have. This is the objection I raise to it. The manner in which it's being done. And increasingly I see that there's a lot of references to how women do theirs. The fact that women are more the talking type, and they are more communal, they are more expressive in the way they deal with issues. They won't necessarily keep quiet. They will talk, and they will talk to themselves and among themselves and about themselves. Men have been, in fact, by nature, not just even whether society grooms you, by nature men are more stoic. It's a quality of manhood to be stoic, to be tough-minded by default. The testosterone levels in you will kick in by the time you're exiting your teen years, really keeping at your blood, and that transforms the kind of person you are. That's why our sisters tend to be stronger than we are when we are like in our pre-teens and they're already in their teens. But by the time we kick into the later part of our teens, our sisters can no longer mature, even if they're older than we are. But the point I'm trying to make here is that, so we have that situation in which men are being told, okay, you know, try and, you know, open yourself, or don't be too hard, don't think you have to be, you know, the way men were told before, you are a man. So now they're trying to let us understand that it's not good to just try and meet that macho myth, which is what I call it, the macho myth. I agree. But here's the problem. Society is not walking its talk for men. I am a men's right protection advocate by choice. I have labeled myself like that deliberately as a person because I have survived abuse at the hands of a female partner for more than a decade, and I came out of it only because of the things I'm sharing with people today. If I did not have the kind of mindset I have, I don't think I would have survived what I went through, because most people have not experienced the kind of abuse. The abuse I experienced was multi-dimensional, and that I've recorded that, including the interviews I've granted to some media houses. But what I'm trying to say here is that I think people are too simplistic in the way they talk about this problem of men needing to lighten up, open up, share your problem, talk to somebody. I think they oversimplify it, and that's dangerous for the men that are going to take the advice that's been given in those videos that are going around, those random videos I talk about. It's dangerous for you as a man to take the advice in those videos on the surface, because many of the men that are talking about that thing don't have a clue what they're talking about. They've never experienced abuse in the form we're talking about. Because when a woman wants to abuse a man, she goes about it in a way that she will not be detected. That means under the radar. It means it will be very difficult to believe. Now, we are not a society exactly of critical thinkers. we're not. So people look at things on the surface. They'll say, if she says she didn't do it, she didn't do it. That is the way our people behave. There's a movie that I'm going to share a video of. I'm going to do a reaction to that movie, in which a perfect example of it is shown, where the man was a victim of domestic violence at the hands of his wife, and the lawyers had to really look below the surface to understand that was what's happening, and then he won in court. They were able to get him free. But that's the exception, not the norm. Many times the woman gets away with abuse and even gets the man labeled the abuser. And I'm saying those videos that are going out about men, open up, you are setting yourself up for a disaster. You are going to end up jumping from abuse in your home to secondary abuse in the streets. The friend next door you think you can confide in will stop picking your calls by the time you confide in. I'm not saying don't confide in people. Just learn to become a good judge of character before you open your mouth and begin to tell people what's happening to you. Some people will ask you and show interest in listening to you. When they listen to you, they take your information, go and use it. They even go and use it to act drama. But they will no longer speak to you. And when they speak to you, they speak to you in a condescending tone. You will find yourself living a worse life than before you even told them. Because now you have to deal with the sniggering and the gossiping in the streets from people you chose to tell your story asking for help. So be careful who you listen to. Be careful with the advice you take. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Cheers.